So the prayer method that has worked for me and works for me in my current life is I take a lot of time in silence and just reflection and trying to be still and listen and know that maybe my way is not the best. I take time to pray, and when I'm entering into prayer, I do try to get to where my head is just totally cleared out. And for me to know when that happens is I have a couple different pictures from my childhood, a picture that hung over my grandparents' table, dinner table, that meant a lot to me, and a picture of, and it's of Jesus kneeling. It's in the Catholic Church, pretty popular picture. I was raised Catholic. And then a picture of Jesus from when I went through my Tres Dias weekend. And I sit and I'll kneel and I'll pray, but I'll mostly listen. Probably 80% listening, just trying to listen to the Lord and hear His voice. And in doing that and focusing on those mental pictures and trying to clear my head and not think on anything other than on just the listening. And a lot of times before that, even if I can, I'll set aside enough time, and I don't do it every single day, but most days. Most every day is how I start my day. As long as the kids don't wake up crazy early, I get down on my knees and before entering into it, to get my head right, I'll spend some time reading out of my Bible and read 2 to 5 chapters usually. And I'll take that time and I'll read and set that extra time aside to give Him my first fruits in my life, and take that time to listen to His Word, to get my heart right, to get my head right. And then I'll get down on my knees and try to clear out all thoughts, anything else that's going on, all the worries of the day, the kids fighting, what's going on in the business, anything like that, and any of the dumb stuff that I've said to my wife that I'm regretting at the moment. And I'll take and just try to be at His feet. And I know that starts to get right when I start being able to see those pictures vividly in my mind. And in that moment, usually I can start to hear His voice. And I take time to thank Him, because I feel that if I don't thank the Lord for the blessings and the gifts that He's given, that I don't deserve any of the gifts, don't deserve them anyways, but that I definitely don't deserve anything moving forward. And again, I know I don't deserve them, but I know that He wants good things because He loves me. And I try to hold on to that truth, and I try to honor Him with my prayers and think, how much I truly, truly owe it all to Him. And I take that and try to offer it back up. And the things that I do ask for, because I know that He wants us to ask, and He wants good things for us. But I try to do it with reflection to His heart, and not like a 3-year-old at a candy store. Just try to take that and just offer it back up to Him and say, Lord, just what I want is what You want. And sometimes it's not, but I also ask that in prayer. Change my heart for the selfish parts of me, for the parts of me that don't look to You first, the parts that are inconsistent with what Your Word says, with what I know Your heart is, and to be that right balance of love and what is just, and for my personality and my character to reflect who He is. But in taking that time to read His Word and to settle my heart and to let it clear all out, so that everything that's coming in and hopefully everything that's going out is His Word, and to see His face. And I can't say that I know exactly what Jesus' face looks like, but to feel Him and have those pictures in my mind and be able to focus on them, and to kind of have those sets of checks to make sure my head and my heart are right, I'm able to hear Him. Maybe not in an audible voice, but but sometimes really close. And taking that time, he will pour back out into me and fill me back up so that I can be used. And so that's something that it may not be an effective prayer method for everyone, but it allows me to get into his heart and then tap into what his will is and feel the Holy Spirit leading my conversations and carrying me through the hard parts, because not every part of life is easy. Obviously, we all know that. So I can't say that this is a method that works for everybody, but for me, it is. It's something that gets me deeper and nearer to him. It has really, really affected my prayer life, and it's taken a lot of time to be mindful of this, and a lot of it are bits and pieces that I've been blessed that I've had some mentors pour into my life, and that I've had a lot of ineffective times of prayer, but this has helped me get closer to him, draw near to him, and that's what my heart's desire is.